So every other person on the internet whose videos used to arrive at my YouTube interface was saying this.
लर्न टू कोड।
तो जनाब आपको कुछ स्किल्स आनी चाहिए जो कि कोडिंग के माध्यम से पूरी होती है।
And this is going to piss off people, okay? The last thing is learning how to code.
So I decided why not give it a chance to this skill and why not learn this skill if it is as relatable and useful for the current time. So in this video I want to talk about why I started learning to code and why you should also. So here's how Varun Maya put this thought, that coding is the language through which you can communicate to the computers and machines, and everywhere you look around yourself you can see that you're surrounded with machines and computers only. So if you learn how to code, then of course you will have an edge over others. Like when in the past, in the 1960s, English was the one of the important skills that every Indian wanted to learn because all the opportunities were there. But now the programming languages are becoming the new global thing and all the opportunities are there. So if you know how to communicate in this language, simply put, if you know how to code, then you can make any machine obey whatever you say. Of course, you may not know the exact programming language, but you can pick it up very quickly because you know the basics of that. So now I will tell you my experience of learning how to code. But first, let me tell you that I recently have started coding and I do not know the language completely. Basically, I'm not a pro in this field. But one thing that I can tell you that coding is more like logic based, and it is like mathematics. If you know how to apply logic, it will be very easy for you to learn to code. I started to learn to code the next day when I got my new laptop, and trust me, in the initial phase it sucks a lot. But this situation is like every other skill. I mean, if you are learning a new skill, of course you are going to struggle very hard in the initial phase, and then you start to understand a little by little, and then with practice you become very good at it. Programming is more kind of a problem solving, and the more you do it, the more you become good at it. And learning programming languages and acquiring these skills will open new doors of opportunities for you. The market for this skill is huge, and this is something I've realized when I started learning to code. I know it takes a huge amount of time to get better at this skill, but if you know at least the basics of programming, then you will learn it very quickly. So learn to code if you want to be relatable in the current time, and don't worry about the resources. Everything is available on the internet, so go and learn to code.